a Bombers bombshell, Essendon parts ways with coach Brad Scott. Primary school principals are calling for Australia's National Assessment Program to be modernised, with the peak body saying the first step should be scrapping the NAPLAN writing test. President of the Australian Government Primary Principals Association, Pat Murphy, joins us now. Pat, good afternoon. Thanks so much for your time. Why do you want the writing part of NAPLAN to be scrapped?
So, Tash, the last 2 years we've seen there's been significant problems with the NAPLAN writing test. So what we know is there'll be significant investment that needs to go into the platform that actually sits behind NAPLAN, the writing in particular. And so instead of us just investing money in there, there's been almost $2 billion invested into NAPLAN over since 2008 when NAPLAN started. I think most parents would be horrified by that amount of money. Imagine the amount of playgrounds we could have around the country at the moment in primary schools. At times we see playgrounds shut off, not being able to use. That's a core part of a primary school, and yet we don't have it, and yet we spend so much money on this program that parents really are telling us that they actually don't value. They put the NAPLAN report card that they get right up there with the participation certificate that they get on Sports Day. It's not really seen as that important. So the writing holds us back around reporting back to teachers and to the community and to, in particular, parents. It holds us up by numerous weeks. So if we didn't have the NAPLAN writing test, we would get those results back almost instantly to teachers and to parents, meaning that we can actually work on interventions instantly in that case. The writing holds us back, as I mentioned, but also we've seen so many problems with it. So it's old technology, it's an old way of working, it's not actually getting our kids ready for today's society.
So what would you like to see, Pat? Because we know the world is very different today, AI included. Would you like to see some of these assessments or tests modernised?
Absolutely. And through that, we actually need a proper review. We'd like to be part of that review with principals, associations, teachers, but also parents involved in that review. And so we're just asking, we're not saying for a complete review of NAPLAN, but just this bit around writing in particular. Let's pause. Let's not do the writing. We didn't in 2020 do the test at all. So let's just stop that part, get the results back to kids, parents much quicker, and use that time of the pause to actually have this review and come up with some options that actually might make the test much more beneficial for parents, teachers, and ultimately we want student results.
Who would have thought that? We want good results for students. Pat, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Tash.